Oil lights.
If it hasn't wiped the cam, I don't think there's anything oil on the top of the motor.
Lot number 72. This is a 1973 Chrysler Town & Country station wagon. Has a 440 V8 in it. Shows 1,950 miles. Got that 440 rear-wheel drive. Does have some issues. Trim's coming off. We did get it started. This thing is loaded to the hill. Cruise control, front rear AC, third row seat. Does have a clean New Mexico title. This was the way to go in 1973, right here on the Town & Country.
All right, on this fancy vehicle, I mean 13, not 14, not 14, but I go forward, $1,700. Number
8.
8, thank you. Number
Thank
8,
you.
the buyer.
On sale day, they did crank the car, but it wouldn't fire, so we loaded it up, non-running. The key was stuck in the ignition. We were able to get it pulled out, but we could tell that lock cylinder is one of those times where a mechanical part begins to fail and you need to stay ahead of it and get it replaced. So we dug into the column, got it all torn apart. There's a little tab you press that lock cylinder comes out. All that was good. The little tab that turns to actually function the switch, we were able to grab with the needle nose pliers and twist that forward. Thermostat housing had broken, so fortunately we were able to get in there after moving the AC compressor out of the way and get that bottom half of the housing unbolted. Both the bolts came right out, so we were very relieved about that. And looking inside, it was really a mess. The thermostat was broken in half. The top half of the thermostat neck was totally blocked. Now, the last time the car was started, it had built enough pressure that it had actually blown the top radiator hose. Antifreeze had actually congealed and made something like forbidden lime jello, we'll call it. Unfortunately, this was chunked in the top tank of the radiator also, so all of that was going to need to come apart at some point to be cleaned, but we decided we'd set that aside for just a bit and concentrate on seeing if we could get the car to fire up. With the key stuck in the steering column, the shifter lever would not go all the way into park. It stayed down in the reverse position. We adjusted the shifter lever into what we thought was the park position, but there was a slight miscalculation. Oh, really? Is there something wrong with that ignition switch? Don't know.
No switch.
The one on the column?
Might be a fuse or something.
Turning the ignition switch with the key, which in our case was the needle nose pliers, was intermittent. Most of the time it didn't work. So, to rule out a faulty switch, we jumped the solenoid terminals under the hood.
Okay, I'm gonna find a way to get it down that tube.
I've got the can if you want the can. Is it working?
Try it again. I don't think I have an accelerator pump.
Yeah.
I don't think you have one. Honestly. I don't think the accelerator pump's working. Come on. And it's coughing. Hey, it's in gear. Gear. Yeah.
I don't know how to kill it. I guess I could have pulled a
oil wire.
And I keep forgetting these things got 2 holes. There's one on each side. I keep forgetting about that.
ready. Sounds like valve train, doesn't it?
A little pressure.
Yeah. Oil lights on. You think like an oil pump is bad?
Yep.
Okay. These have that oil pump up in the front, don't they?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
With this particular car, I don't remember. And it runs just smooth enough that if all the lifters are flat, it'll run worse. And
Yeah.
you'd probably be lucky to get it started, actually.
Oh, I see.
If it hasn't wiped the cam, the only other way to find out is pull a valve cover and look, but I doubt very much that that's what your issue is. I don't think there's any oil on the top of the motor.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
I mean, we can pull the valve cover and look, but I'd still swear there's no oil on the top of the motor.
Yeah.
If you pull the valve cover and it's dry,
Yeah.
you understand what I mean?
More than likely, you think oil pump?
More
Hard to
likely
know.
oil pump.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, there's a reason this car was parked.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then we have to do the readjustment with the trans to get it where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so we don't crash into the Cutlass again.
Oh, well, it's plastic at this point.
Yeah, not the will it run we were hoping for.
Not quite.
Every dog has its day, and unfortunately for us, this just wasn't ours. Even when intelligent, experienced professionals take their time, there still can be miscalculations, and accidents do happen. I didn't feel like on this day we were in any sort of a hurry or had any sort of hubris. We just made some assumptions that we probably shouldn't have, didn't check each other's work, and you can see the result. However, life goes on. We'll order up some parts, hit this car again, and hopefully have a successful Will It drive at a later time. But for now, we'll take a break, decode the VIN and the fender tag. C. Chrysler, P. Premium Price Class, 46, 9-passenger station wagon, T. 440, 4-barrel, 8-cylinder, RB engine, 3. Model year, D. Belvidere, Illinois assembly plant. Final 6 digits are the sequential serial number. This is a very well optioned car, so many in fact that it required a second tag to hold all the options. This is not an exhaustive list. For a complete list of equipment the car was built with, we would need to consult the build sheet, which in Chrysler terminology is called the broadcast sheet. I was able to find this sheet in the car, however, its crumbling condition necessitated a trip to our in-house document preservation center, which was not finished in time to be included in this video. The fender tag mainly concerns body and interior features. The nomenclature is based in groups beginning with letters, followed by numbered codes after. Beginning in line 1, N88 automatic speed control, P25 50/50 split front seats with a power driver's seat, manual passenger, P31 power windows, P41 power door locks, P44 automatic locking tailgate, CTD continued. This denotes that codes are continued on a second tag. Line 2, M15 upper door frame moldings, M45 fender skirts, M84, tailgate scuff step plates. M91, luggage rack. M95, assist handles. Line 3, G31, right-hand outside manual mirror. H54, dual air conditioning with automatic temp control. J67, heavy-duty wiring harness. L21, cargo lamp. L31, fender-mounted turn signal indicators. L35, cornering lamps. Line 4, GF3, light green metallic. A35, trailer tow package. This doesn't necessarily denote the car being built with a hitch equipped, but it does, however, refer to reinforced underbody structure that would assist in towing. C58, 50-50 split front bench seats. G11, tinted glass, all. G25, manual vent windows. Line 5, GF3, light green metallic paint. D8L3, trim code, luxury parchment. HL2, interior door frames painted to match trim color. 518, May 18th build date. 408972. This is the individual sales order number for this particular vehicle. Line 6, E85, 440 cubic inch displacement, V8 with 4-barrel carburetor. D34, torque flight transmission. 293390, partial VIN sequence for this car. Tag 2, Line 1, R48, power antenna. S61, tilt and telescoping steering column. Y14, sold car. The Y line is an interesting study. It denotes which cars are built to US spec, Canada spec, export spec, domestic publications, vehicles which were photographed for advertising, dealer demonstrators, sold cars, direct sales, sales bank, corporate lease car system, corporate lease cars for executives, company cars, public relations, fleet sales, outside modification vendors such as sunroof installs, special order cars, Chrysler management employee purchase cars, and show cars built without gas and show cars built with 3 gallons of gas in the fuel tank. Presumably, show cars without gas would be pushed into displays and displayed in places with strict fire regulations. Show cars with 3 gallons of gas were built intended to be driven short distances into and out of their display areas. This won't be the last of the New Yorker wagon that you guys will see. Stay tuned, the revival will continue. Till then, we'll make some assumptions about the previous owners from the archaeological finds in the ashtray and under the seat. Lots of Albuquerque history sitting under the cushions of this car. Give it a quick vacuum to get rid of some of that desert sand. Replace a few of the broken plastic clips holding the lock rods. Reattach the bumper cushion that accidentally got knocked off moving the car off the trailer. Lube the window regulator for the tailgate. Contemplate how she'd look wearing a set of factory road wheels, even though the broadcast sheet didn't specify it. Find a little gratitude that at least the coolant in the bottom of the radiator wasn't lime jelloed. Perhaps pop an 8-track in our old time machine. Check the time on the chronometer. Discover more options beyond those specified in the Fender tag. Perhaps go shopping for my classic bias ply tires, clean up some used parts while waiting for the new ones to come in, and go through the time capsule of paperwork. Shows the history of this car, its build, its purchase, and its ownership. Till then, we'll see you on the next one.